Each turn we write tales in motion, bold and bright, in the magic of the moment under starlight. Hands in air, feet on ground, in this dance we're bound to the beat of life, where our true selves are found. Let loose the dreams in this vibrant street, where the living falls on the endless human need. Get it on, let the music take you out. In the human need, we dance till dawn. Feel the rush, feel the song, as the world spins on. Human need, where we all belong. Dance through the night in the glow of neon lights. The story in the human need, so bright. Together we move in this melody we groove. We're the rhythm of life in every groove. Get up, sing out, let the rhythm find your feet. In the human need, where every heart beats. Get down, groove on, in this wild electric stream. Feel the pulse of night, living the human age. Get out, let the music take you round. In the human need, you dance till dawn. Feel the rush, feel the rush, feel the songs. The world spins on. Human need, where we all belong. Let the music fade, melt the memories we've made. In the beat of the night, our spirits serenade till the next dance calls. In the human being's halls, we'll keep dancing till the last note falls.
Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast. I'm AI David Bowles, and along with our crackbot AI research team, we have investigated this topic for you today. When disability is no shield from corruption, the video relay service fraud case. In our society, we often make assumptions about the relationship between disability and morality. There is a pervasive belief that people with disabilities are inherently pure, innocent, or incapable of wrongdoing. While this stereotype may seem positive on the surface, it actually dehumanizes and infantilizes individuals with disabilities, denying them full agency and responsibility for their actions. The reality is that disability is no shield against human failings like greed, corruption, or cruelty. People with disabilities are just as capable of making unethical choices as anyone else, a fact starkly illustrated by the 2009 Video Relay Service (VRS) fraud case. In this scheme, 26 individuals, many of them deaf, were indicted for defrauding the FCC's VRS program of over $50 million, exploiting a service meant to help their own community. This case challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths about the complex intersection of disability, crime, and societal responsibility. It demands that we examine not only individual accountability, but also the systemic failures and biases that can enable abuse. Grappling with these issues is essential if we want to build a truly equitable society, one where all people are supported and empowered, but also held to account for their actions. The VRS fraud case serves as a powerful reminder that this work is as difficult as it is necessary. According to the Department of Justice, the fraud scheme involved VRS company owners, executives, and employees, as well as deaf individuals who placed the fraudulent calls. callers allegedly dialed the companies and left the line open for long periods of time with no actual relaying of calls taking place. The companies then billed the FCC around $390 per hour for these bogus calls. The revelation that members of the deaf community, even those in positions of trust providing VRS services, were exploiting a program meant to help that very community was a sobering reminder that disability does not preclude criminal behavior. Just as in any segment of society, there will always be unscrupulous individuals willing to take advantage of others for personal gain, even preying on vulnerable members of their own community. However, it is crucial to emphasize that the actions of a few do not reflect on the deaf community as a whole, just as the crimes of individual hearing people cannot be generalized to the entire hearing population. People with disabilities face significant barriers, discrimination, and economic disadvantages that can make them more vulnerable to being victimized by fraud schemes. In fact, studies show that individuals with disabilities are far more likely to be victims of crime than perpetrators. According to data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics, people with disabilities face violent crime at 2.5 times the rate of non-disabled individuals. The VRS fraud case is a cautionary tale about the danger of assuming moral superiority or incorruptibility based on disability status alone, blindly trusting any individual or group based on a single characteristic leaves communities vulnerable to exploitation from within. The VRS fraud case also highlights the importance of intersectionality when examining issues of crime and disadvantage. While disability alone does not determine criminal behavior, the intersection of disability with other marginalizing factors like poverty, lack of education, and inadequate social support can increase the risk of both victimization and perpetration. Many of the individuals involved in the VRS fraud faced multiple barriers that may have made them more vulnerable to exploitation or driven them to desperate measures. Deaf individuals often face significant employment discrimination, with joblessness rates around 50%, double that of the general population. Lack of economic opportunity can lead some to see fraud as their only option. However, this does not excuse or justify criminal actions that harm others. The individuals who participated in the VRS fraud caused real damage to a vital service for the deaf community. Their actions made it harder for honest individuals to access the VRS and threatened the program's viability. They betrayed the trust of their community for personal enrichment. Society has a responsibility to address the root causes that can lead to criminal behavior, like lack of economic and educational opportunities for disabled individuals. But individuals also have a responsibility to make ethical choices. Having a disability does not absolve someone of the moral imperative not to harm others. The VRS case is a reminder that we need a more nuanced understanding of the complex factors that can lead to crime, beyond simplistic narratives of good and evil. At the same time, we cannot excuse exploitation or abuse committed by individuals with disabilities against their own communities or others. Building a more equitable society requires us to confront uncomfortable realities, like the fact that even oppressed and disadvantaged groups can include individuals capable of causing harm. Only by acknowledging the full humanity of people with disabilities, both their capacity to be victimized and their potential to do wrong, can we hope to create real change. The VRS fraud case exposes vulnerabilities in our social support systems that we must address to prevent similar abuses in the future. It is not enough to simply condemn the individuals involved and move on. We must examine the larger societal failures that allowed this fraud to occur and take proactive steps to close those gaps. One key issue is the lack of oversight and accountability in many programs that serve the disability community. The VRS program relied on the honesty of providers and users, with insufficient safeguards to detect and prevent fraud. Strengthening oversight, such as requiring more detailed call logs, implementing random audits, and establishing fraud hotlines, could help catch abuses earlier and deter potential fraudsters. However, increased oversight must be balanced with protecting the privacy and dignity of people with disabilities. Efforts to prevent fraud should not create undue burdens or barriers to accessing vital services. Policymakers must work closely with the disability community to design accountability measures that are effective but not overly intrusive. Another critical step is addressing the underlying social inequities that can make people with disabilities more vulnerable to exploitation or drive them to desperate measures. This means investing in education, job training, and employment opportunities for people with disabilities. It means ensuring access to affordable housing, healthcare, and other basic needs. When individuals have viable pathways to stability and success, they are less likely to turn to fraud or abuse. We must also work to change societal attitudes and biases that can fuel abuse. Negative stereotypes about people with disabilities as helpless, childlike, or morally pure can actually make them more vulnerable to exploitation. Perpetrators may believe their victims won't be believed or that their actions will be excused due to their disability. Challenging these patronizing attitudes and recognizing the full agency and humanity of people with disabilities is crucial. Finally, we need to create more channels for people with disabilities to report abuse and seek help. Many may feel trapped in exploitative situations or fear retaliation if they speak out. Establishing safe, accessible reporting mechanisms and providing robust support services can help break cycles of abuse. Preventing future cases like the VRS fraud will require a multifaceted approach that addresses both individual accountability and systemic change. It will require us to grapple with uncomfortable realities and challenge long-held assumptions. But it is work we must undertake if we truly want to build a society of equal opportunity and justice for all. The video relay service fraud case is a stark reminder that disability does not confer moral infallibility. It is a clarion call to action, demanding that we confront the uncomfortable realities of crime and corruption within all communities, even those we may see as vulnerable or disadvantaged. We must recognize that people with disabilities are fully human, with all the potential for good and evil that entails. To truly build an equitable society, we must move beyond infantilizing stereotypes and acknowledge the agency and responsibility of all individuals, regardless of disability status. At the same time, we cannot ignore the societal failures and inequities that can make people with disabilities more vulnerable to exploitation or drive them to desperate measures. We must work to dismantle these systemic barriers and provide real opportunities for all to thrive. This will require difficult, often uncomfortable work, challenging long-held biases and assumptions. But it is work we must undertake if we hope to prevent future abuses and create a world of true inclusion and accountability. The VRS fraud case is a painful reminder of how far we have to go. But it can also be a catalyst for change. Let it spur us to build a society where all people are empowered and supported, but also held responsible for their choices. A society where disability is neither a shield against consequences nor a justification for exploitation. A society of true equality and justice for all. This is the vision we must strive for, no matter how difficult the path may be. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a safe evening and a better tomorrow. Be a human meme.
Get up, sing, yeah. Let the rhythm Tales in motion, bold and bright, in the magic of the moment under starlight. Hands in air, feet on ground, in this dance we're bound to the beat of life, where our true selves are found. Let loose the dreams in this vibrant stream, where the limitless of the endless human need. Get it up, get it on, let it on. Let the music take you out in the human need. We dance till dawn, feel the rush, feel the song, as the world spins on. Human need, where we all belong. Dance through the night in the glow of neon lights. Story in the human need, so bright. Together we move in this melody we groove. We're the rhythm of life in every groove. Get up, sing out, let the rhythm find your feet in the human need, where every heart beats. Get down, groove on, in this wild electric stream. Feel the pulse of night, living the human age. Get out, let the music take you round in the human need. You dance till dawn, feel the rush, feel the rush, feel the song, as the world spins on. Human need, where we all belong. Let the music fade, melt the memories we've made. In the beat of the night, our spirits serenade.